Hello there. It's nice to be back again to all my fans, my YouTube fans. And yes, I have a new telephone number now. So email me if you want my new telephone number. Uh, Ronnie Larson, I'm eager to see you again. I have a new number. And I want to wish you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas. And it's good to be back. And I want to talk about my tournament play in the 70s very quickly. I played in my first major tournament at the El Rancho Hotel in Sacramento. Terry Stonier ran the tournament. Mike Siegel beat Buddy Hall in the final. I tied for ninth. I played good in it. It took Nick Varner and Mike Siegel to knock me out of that tournament. Then I won the California State 9-ball championship. That was like about 1974. Over 100 players at the Join the Q 2-day tournament, undefeated, played just fantastic. Then there was the Disneyland tournament that was in the late 70s. Danny Medina won that tournament. I came in fourth. It took David Howard to beat me out of that one. And let's see, the 70s, I played at the bar table tournament. I believe it was the El Casino tournament. It was not in the Valley, but $100 entry fee. Only 16 players. I won it twice in a row. I won like 1,100, then like 1,200. And then I didn't show up, and my friend won it. I can't remember his name right now. But I want to talk about playing pool right now. That when I show up to play pool, I got to be ready to play pool. If you want to improve and learn how to play pool, learn how to be ready and prepare yourself properly. When I came in here a while ago, I put my cue together and I did this. I did a little stretching exercise, stretching my arms behind me. Then I bend forward. You don't have to pull any muscles. Go to my left side, go to my right side, kind of stretch, and go like this. Then I'll go like this to feel the cue stick, because it's all about cue stick control. You want to feel what you're doing with the cue. And let me tell you, me myself, I discovered something that I was not doing. I was having trouble drawing the cue ball on these tables. See, I call this cloth, if you've been watching me, this cloth here at Playa Azul, my home pool room, I live right near here. I call this cloth army blanket cloth because it's pretty thick. It's not Simonis, but I was having trouble drawing the ball. And you know what? I didn't know why, because once I thought about taking it back further, which is what I'm doing now, my God, what kind of draw I get is incredible. So there's a lesson to be learned that when you want power, take it back further. In other words, here's your bridge. Let's say you're shooting a 6 in the side. And here's your bridge hand here. And normally on a power stroke, I would go like this and kind of cock it. Only take it back that far. You know why? Because I'd be thinking about going through. But I wasn't getting the power into the cue ball. So now this happened to me recently. Now instead of taking it back like here on a draw shot, only to here, now I'm doing this. I'm bringing the ferrule very close to my bridge hand like that. Look at that. Look at the difference. I'm getting way more power from there. And I'll give you an example of that power right now. Watch me take it back. I'm going to draw it back. I'm just going to demonstrate a draw shot. And look at my bridge hand. And notice when I take it back before I hit the cue ball, I'm going to take it back maximum all the way. Here we go, draw shot. And I'm going to let the cue stick do the work. I'm going to follow through. I'm going to let the weight of the cue on the follow through control the cue ball and give me the power. The main thing is taking a complete backstroke for maximum power. Watch this. Of course, you want to stop at the end of the backstroke, hesitate, but here we go. Look at that. Now, did you hear the sound of that? It sounded like I was going to miss cue, but that's how it should sound. When you want to get maximum draw, you got to hit the edge of the cue ball. There's no doubt about it. And I just want to say that when you hit shots, this is very important. When you hit shots, you got to have a feel of what's going to happen. And here's an example. Here I'm going to shoot the 6 in the corner. I'm going to go over here for the 7. So now in my mind, before I get down, it takes imagination. I see myself hitting the cue ball near the center of the cue ball, but a little bit of right, like a half a tip of right. And then I see myself taking it back with some power, the proper power, and the stroke's going to be pretty even. I'm going to go through about the same distance I took it back, and that looks like this. I'm going to let the cue stick do the work, and I'm not going to aim for maximum blow because I don't need it. I only want to go tangent line with a little bit of right. Here we go. Now, that's an example of playing pool right there. You saw the angle I had there. I didn't put a lot of right, but I did take it back, and I did follow through. And really, I didn't hit it that hard. And I want to talk about this. The spin stroke, very quickly. Spin stroke is this. Here's a perfect example of the spin stroke. Now, look at this angle here. I have angle. If I hit it hard going to the right, I could end up over here. But I don't want to hit it hard. So this is why I would use the spin stroke. And I don't need no right. I just need to make the ball pretty much aim towards the left heart, because I'm not putting no right. The left heart is here, the left heart. Not down the middle, but the left side a little bit. And on the spin stroke, because you don't want to hit it hard, you stop. As soon as you hit the cue ball, you stop. And for me, I stop like this. When I hit the cue ball, look how big a follow through that is. Hardly anything. But I went through this far, like a little over an inch. Watch this. Once again, all there's going to be is a backstroke, and I'm going to kind of snap it. A little like a snap stroke, but not hard, a snap stroke. Here we go. Take it back, I would say 2 inches. Snap stroke. Now that's a perfect example right there. That's perfect position right there. Yeah, I love gambling. I love playing players. I love going to the House of Billiards and seeing Frisco Jack Cooney there. And there was always gambling there at the House of Billiards. And in the 70s, where I used to go was Marina Billiards. That was my first place I used to love to go in Culver City, 24 hours. I was 18. Lou Butera was the house man, and I'll never forget it. He was my best friend. And I used to go to the Billiard Den in Hollywood. I used to go to the Plush Pocket, Parthenia and Balboa. I used to go to the House of Billiards. And even Mother's Billiards, before it became the House of Billiards. I used to go in there when it was Mother's Billiards. Same building. Then they expanded it once they bought the property. But anyways, I love playing pool, and I couldn't play enough pool. And you know, when you practice, you really have to get into it. You really have to have good recall and be thinking about it. When you're not playing, your mind should be on it. And imagine yourself hitting balls beautifully with beautiful rhythm. It takes imagination. It's very, very possible to do it. And I used to do it. I used to think about what I was going to do before I do it. Kind of program your mind. And other than that, got my brother got a bar table when I was 9 years. Yeah, when I was 9 years old. No, 12. What am I saying? My oldest brother got a bar table, put it in the garage when I was 12. Guys, that's when I started loving the game. And I played 10 hours a game for a couple of years, and I couldn't play enough. And first thing I noticed was the rub. The rub of the cloth was turning the cue ball to high English, and it was very, very fascinating when I first started watching pool. And I love pool. I'll always love pool. And gosh, I don't know what else to say other than I love you all. And